Hello and welcome to Talyas Kitchen! Yay! Welcome to Talyas Kitchen. I'm Talia. This is my co-host Al Dente, and today we're making garlic dream sauce for KTEH, Cooks with Garlic. So what's special about this recipe, this garlic dream sauce, is you can use it the same way you would use a garlic cream sauce, but cashews, raw, unsalted cashews, are replacing the heavy cream, making this a vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free recipe that's delicious over fish, salads, steamed vegetables, grains, whatever you want. So the first thing you need is raw cashews and water. And for this recipe, we're going to do 1 cup of raw cashews to 1.5 cups of very cold water. And one of the ways that I like to set this up is I get my water and my cashews put together in a mason jar and let that refrigerate for overnight or even just for a couple hours, just until the water is cold. And then you take this. Hi, Al Dente. You're everywhere. And we're going to blend this, the cashews and the water, to make the base for our garlic dream sauce, which is a cashew cream. So pouring that in. And this is going to be a little bit loud. So we're going to process this on the highest blender speed for 2 minutes. So you can see that we've got a little bit of a frothy mixture here after it's blended for 2 minutes. And I'm going to blend it again for 1 more full minute. Also on high speed. Yeah. So we've processed the cashews in the water for a full 3 minutes. I scraped down the sides of the I scraped down the sides after 2 minutes of blending, and now I've got a nice cream. It's the consistency of a heavy cream. And I'm just going to set this aside for now. And the next step is putting in our garlic. So I'm using organic garlic from the farmer's market. It's great if you can get the local stuff in your area. And to open up the garlic cloves, I like to use the knife, and I'm keeping the blade away from me. So that's really important because you're kind of leaning in with your body weight here. And then I'm just going to peel off the skins. So this is about 5 cloves of garlic. You want to end up with 1.5 tablespoons of raw garlic that's been peeled and minced. Okay, so we've got 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So the next ingredient we're using is 1 tablespoon of miso paste. This is my favorite miso company, South River Miso Company. But we're actually going to be using a garbanzo-based miso paste. So what miso paste is, it's a fermented soy product that has a lot of flavor. It's really rich in enzymes, so it sparks your digestive system. And we're not going to cook our miso too much for this recipe. We want to keep the enzymes as alive as possible. But we're using 1 tablespoon, and we're going to put that into a small bowl here. And then add to that 2 tablespoons of water, of warm water. Warm to hot. warm enough so that we can dissolve the miso paste into the water. That's what. All right, so now I've got my miso paste beautifully dissolved with the water. I'm going to add my salt, pepper, and coriander powder. And then I'm taking some fresh lemons. I want a tablespoon of lemon juice. So the juice of one small lemon, especially if it's a juicy Meyer lemon like this one, should be plenty. It's okay to get the pulp in there. And we're just going to mix this up pretty well. And then this gets set aside as well. So we've got the cashew cream. Now we have our miso mixture. And now we're going to play with our garlic. So if you want to keep this recipe vegan, you want to use an oil like coconut oil, which has a very high tolerance for heat. So it's one of the better oils to cook with if you are going to be cooking with oil. All right, so we're going to take all of our, or actually almost all of our garlic. You're going to leave about half a tablespoon out of this recipe. And I had mentioned before that this could also be a raw recipe. If you are a raw foodist or you just want to have a lot of raw garlic in your diet, you can skip this step of heating up the garlic and just move right to the next step after we've heated this up. So we're going to saute this for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. I'm now going to add in the miso lemon mixture that we made. And then we're going to add the cashew cream. So you can kind of move this around a little bit just to get everything combined. And we don't want to heat the cashew cream too much. So after about 1 minute, I'm going to turn off the heat. And the final part of this recipe is taking the rest of our garlic. So we've got about another half tablespoon left of raw garlic. We're going to throw that in. So this is really a recipe for garlic lovers. And we're going to take half a teaspoon, a teaspoon, a whole teaspoon of dill. I'm going to get that in there. Stir it around one more time. And voila! Garlic dream sauce. Amazing. Delicious. Let's try it. Hey, thanks so much for being here. I'm Talia. This is Al Dente, my co-host, coming to you from Talia's Kitchen. We want to give a big shout out to Wave Street Studios in Monterey, California. Thank you for helping us make this video. And we hope to see you again on KTEH.